What's up, my friends? I hope that you're well. I wanted to check in with you for one, and I do hope that you had a great Christmas and that you're going to have a great New Year. I wanted to get on and talk about something, and I may have talked about this before, but I do want to get on and talk about it. And man, there's a lot of people out there that are struggling to try to get their music in the libraries. They're struggling with the industry, and they're in doubt. And I think a lot of it is like they don't want rejection. And I know a girl right now that is she's struggling with that, and I don't know if there's any other issues going on, but I do hope that she's okay. But I met her at the conference. Um, she teaches piano and stuff out in Utah, and her husband's very supportive of that. I hope he is. She has kids and such, but she emailed me and I said, "Listen, you have an amazing talent." I listened to some of her stuff and I said, "I'm telling you right now, you've got to get this music out there. Don't be afraid of this." And I think she maybe was writing for a library, and I don't know what happened. She's not writing for them anymore. Something happened. She may have been submitting some music to a TV show that is filmed out in that direction. Can't remember the name of the TV show, to be honest. But she emailed me and I said, "Listen, get 10 tracks of what you just sent me done. And I'm telling you, I will introduce you to a library." Now, I don't know if she thought that, hey, I'm trying to take a cut of this, and I'm not. I'm not. I'm just going to email and introduce her to this library I write for her that I really feel that would take her music. She's, listen, piano and string stuff. She does string stuff and piano. She's an amazing pianist. This stuff gets placed a lot. A lot of TV shows, if it isn't reality, like Temptation Island or something, it's Lifetime movies, it's soap operas. God, it's you name it. And if you're a good pianist and you know how to get some cello and some strings, cellos are gold in film and TV. I hear it so much. I mean, I worked some with a cellist out in Portland, Oregon, and he's an amazing cellist. And I've done a couple albums with the guy. And I want to do some more work with him. And one is I want to do some guitar and piano and stuff and have him put some cello. It's very emotionally driven stuff that works so well with these opportunities. And I get a reply back. Oh great, I'm going to get on it. And then she just emails me back. Listen, my mentor says I should just practice on 10 albums, and I'm going to work on that and just practice, and I'll circle back around. I'll get back to you on that. And I didn't hear from her again. And I'm like, I wanted to go, Jill, please, you're an amazing talent. Just get the album. And what my point here is this, guys. I want you to understand. Don't sit around and go, I'm not ready. I need to learn this, or I'm not ready. Get the music done and get it to these libraries or get it to these people. Even if they come back with revisions, get those revisions. Don't let those revisions scare you, those edits. It used to years ago. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. Listen, let me give you the best point that I could give you, and it's simply this. If you built it, you can fix it. You know where everything's at. You put it together, you can repair it. If you created the song and you have all the tools and you adjusted the EQ, if it's just EQ adjustments, you can adjust it. You can bring that down and fix it. You can change that MIDI note. You can add another part to it. It's okay. The revisions that they want means that they want the stuff. They just want these revisions done, and it's a done deal. They're going to get it out there because they know what their clients need. It's the only way you're going to know if your music is there. If you get it out there, do this. And the best point I can say is this: put your feet in the water. You've got to do it. Listen, sharks aren't going to bite you unless you let them do it. And not gonna, folks. I'm telling you right now, they're not going to do it unless you let them do it. And I will say, in the production music industry, there's a lot of good people, a lot of libraries that aren't going to try to take advantage of you. Unfortunately, there are a few, and the reality of it is it's been that music in all the entertainment industry. It could be music, it could be the record industry, the TV industry, you name it. But there are people that take advantage of you in any industry that you go find a job at or want to do something successfully. And it's unfortunate. But I have had very little negative experiences in the production music industry. I mean, I've done some things that I hated to have to do, but I understand why. But I don't ask a lot of questions, you know. I mean, I've done one thing, you know, when you sign certain deals, but I just kind of told her, I said, listen, you need to just learn the business. This is the standard deal. This is the proper way. Sometimes, you know, it depends on the situation that you would sign something a little bit different, and that's okay. But the music as a whole is what's most important here, and you got to get your music out there. Don't don't wait on this. Don't sit there and 5 years from now you still haven't and go, why didn't I get music out there? Because clock's ticking, folks. Clock's ticking on your career. Another thing is that you have to have a love for it and have to be able to do it and just get it done. Put a plan in place. Can't have fear in this stuff, man. I used to years ago think, man, none of those other libraries want anything to do with me. I don't think they would ever want anything to do with me until I understood that I can create the music. It's about the music, and understand that these people are human just like you and I. It's all about the music. They don't care anything else you do. I said this a long time ago, and I've said it several times. Don't ever let anybody shame you into like saying, well, if you're not just doing music full time for a living, you know, you're not really a composer. I've said it, and I'm going to be blunt, pardon my French, but that's bullshit, folks. It's bullshit. Doesn't matter what else you do. Your music is what matters the most. You're a human being. You can do anything you want. I said a long time ago, years ago at the conference, there was a guy who was, I haven't seen him at the conference in the last few years, but he very successful in the sync industry. He's a hip hop R&B artist and does some EDM stuff, various things. And he uh he was talking on a panel at the PMC, and he just said, "Hey, you know, I work in a funeral home during the day. And that's because I have to. I love doing it. I want to." He said, "I make full time money musically. I can just do music. I do it because I want to. There's a little variety in my life." So you'd be surprised that people have side businesses and do things over, you know, sync licensing. It's okay. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. When you go to these conferences, you start meeting these people. They don't care. All they care about is the music. If you get to know them, you start working for them. They may so conversation may come up with other things in life and stuff, and you learn that they're doing other things too. They're versatile. They're no, you know, there's just other things they do. But I mean, they if they own a library, that may be the only thing they're doing because that takes a lot of time. It's a lot of work in that. But I've worked for one library, the actual library that I was going to refer her to. I was going to introduce her to. I guess she just doesn't want that. But I'm pretty sure she met him at the conference, but she doesn't remember that. That's a whole nother subject. You know, he writes and still composes, and he sub-publishes into this big distributor, and he can do both. I mean, that's a hard task to do. Even as doing sub-publishing, you know, it's very hard. It's a lot of work to do, but you can do it. You know, it's not impossible. And I mean, hats off to the guys that can do that stuff. So keep that in mind. I don't want to get into too long. Quick 8 to 10 minute video, but guys, put your feet in the water. If you are struggling with getting your music out there because you don't think it's good enough or anything like that, don't worry about that stuff. It's going to get better once you get it out there and you start getting good feedback. One of the most valuable things I can tell you is if you get a library that doesn't take your music but they give you feedback, you're doing something right. They like it. It just doesn't work for them, but it will work for another library. But take that feedback they're giving you and work with it. Go with it. Do it. I got into a class with a guy. He's a video editor months ago. I may have talked about this. He's one of the owners of Atrium Music Library. He's based out of Texas now. They were in Pasadena, California for a while. And he's a TV editor too. He does both. He loves it. And I sent him some of my tracks, and he dropped them in some of the video at Temptation Island he was doing. He said, I love these ticking, tasking tension tracks. They're great, you know. And he saw little suggestions. I'd add a little more bass here, or maybe take another part and go even higher with it, you know. And it's simple tips that I think about all the time. I think that's great, you know. And edit points, all that stuff is key. Every genre has their own rules, you know. It really is. But keep those in mind, guys. Don't sit there just wait like I've got to keep learning this and I got to keep doing that and I got to keep. Put your feet in the water, my friends. I promise you. You start getting it out there and you start believing in yourself and start working with people and get that volume there, it's going to get there. I promise you it's going to get there. And until then, I hope you guys have a great new year and I appreciate you for watching. And we'll see you on the next one. Be cool. Bye.